Hi, YouTube. My name is Jessica. I'm here because I want to share my Tubal Reversal success story. I'm currently 23 weeks pregnant with my fourth child. I already have 3 boys. I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that it is possible. So if you had your tubes tied and you're looking to have another child, it's very, very, very possible that you can. Now, I'm only saying that because if you're like the right age and you have the right tubal length, which you can find out from your doctor, you can get your report from your doctor, you can find that out. And I went to Homa, Louisiana, and got mine done with Dr. Maurice. Very, very, very wonderful staff there. So basically, I got my tubes tied 8 years ago with my last son. So like the day after I had my 8-year-old, I got my tubes tied. I had 3 kids in a row, literally year apart. And I felt like I was not going to have no more kids. I was like, I'm done. Me and their dad are married, and we decided a few years ago that, hey, why not have another kid? Like, let's have another kid. Let's try for a girl. We got all boys. Let's just go ahead and try for a girl. I mean, if we have a boy, hey, it is what it is, you know. But we ended up actually getting pregnant with a girl, so thank God for that. We got lucky. So basically, I went to Homa, Louisiana. We traveled from Illinois to there via plane. Stayed 2 days. So the first day we hung out and stuff like that. The next day we went to surgery. Then we went home the next morning. So actually we went home the same day as surgery. Like after my surgery, it wasn't like no overnight stay. It was like you go get the surgery done, you heal, and then you go home. So I went home. We flew back home. It was all right. I had my medicine in my system, so I was good. So basically, start to finish, we went to Louisiana, met with I had a doctor's appointment actually the first day I was there, a little checkup where they do your ultrasounds, check your inside, your ovaries and stuff like that. You, with the nurses and stuff like that, you get your prescription for your pain medicines for after, stuff like that. They give you your little instructions on what to do. So then you go in the next morning for surgery. So they do the surgery. It doesn't take long. Once you get done with the surgery, the doctor will come in. He'll let you know how much tubes you have left and stuff like that. I believe I had like 7.5 on one side and 7 inches on the other side left. So it was pretty good. I know people have less, some people have more, and then my flow was excellent. So you can have bad flow, good flow, no flow, excellent flow. It all depends on the situation, your situation. But mine was excellent flow, thank God. So that was all good, right? So we get home. The healing process, it wasn't terrible. They cut you down and, above by your pelvis. It's about, I want to say about like this long. Oh, it's painful. It's like 6 weeks of healing, but nothing you can't get through. So we get home and you're supposed to wait so long to start trying. I want to say 2 months or something like that. Let your body heal. Let your hormones get in check. Blah blah blah. I want to say, as soon as we got to be able to do something, we started trying. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but we did, and we ended up getting pregnant. So I had the surgery in November. I got pregnant in January or February. I got pregnant January or February, so it was a few months after. But it ended in a miscarriage. So I think I got to like 5.5 weeks, and then it ended up being a miscarriage, unfortunately. So it was like a glass half full, because it was like, okay, I know I can get pregnant, but I lost it. So it was kind of like, So basically, we tried ever since. I haven't got pregnant. I didn't get pregnant until like what, 23 weeks, so 23 weeks ago. So it took about 3 years for us to get pregnant. So for the people that already have had a tubal reversal and you haven't got pregnant yet, have faith. I did try last year. We did try to take medicine, and like that. What is it? The Familia and Clomid and stuff like that. I tried to take those. It really didn't work for me. Actually, it worked when I stopped. Like, I was just like, you know what? Let me just leave it alone. Let me just do what I got to do and not really think about that. Like, I was tracking my period ever since I had that surgery. Maybe 2 months before I had the surgery, I was tracking. I was using my tracker app to track my periods ever since then. So I think I started like in October of 2020 tracking my periods. Before I had the surgery, my periods were kind of all over the place because I don't know what tying my tubes did to me, but I gained a lot of weight. Actually, my weight fluctuated, so I gained weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight. My periods were irregular. Like, I would get them every month, but it would be like, what days are gonna come? I don't know. So I can say when I got my tubes untied, all that stuff is normal now. Like, my periods come on time. I don't have to guess. Also, having the tracker helps too, because I'll know like when I'm gonna get my period, when I'm gonna ovulate. I used ovulation strips at first. I used, like I said, the medications, Clomid and I cannot say that. Familiar, Famara. Is that how you say it? Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about though. I tried all those for months. It didn't work. I had got my the little test, brain fart, pregnancy, brain fart. The test where they shoot the dye up your tubes to see if they're open. I got that test done last year. And both of my tubes were open, so it had good flow. I did go to my own doctor and do that, and my insurance did cover it, because I was referred from my primary care doctor. So I didn't have to pay for that. My insurance did pay for it. My tubes were open. My husband didn't have to take a sperm test or nothing to see if his sperm was okay, because the doctor said since we already had 3 kids that usually that doesn't change. I don't know. I'm just going to trust my doctor on that one. So he didn't recommend him to get his sperm checked or counted or nothing like that. He just assumed that it'll be good because he already had kids. So we just took that and ran with it. Once I found out that my tubes were open for sure, I think that was more or less for the doctor, because I did get pregnant right after the surgery, but it just didn't last. So my main thing was, why is the baby not sticking? That's why I felt like I never had that problem before. Like, what's the problem? But I think it was just my body had to get back in tune from having my tubes tied for 8 years. You got some women that have the surgery and they get pregnant right after that surgery, and hey, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Like, they had the baby. Shoot, they probably had 2 babies, 3 babies by now. You know what I mean? And me, it's like, oh my goodness, I don't think it worked. Like, I paid $6,000 and this is not working. Like, what is going on? But girl, let me tell you, just have faith, because it works. I stopped taking the medicine. I stopped worrying about it. I stopped tracking that stuff. Like, I would go on my tracker to see maybe if my period's coming or something, but that was it. Like, I was like, I'm not going to do all that. I'm not going to time sex. I'm going to have sex when I feel like having sex. I'm not going to be like, okay, husband, I'm ovulating. Come on. And then, honestly, I started feeling like that's the only time I wanted to do anything. That's the only time I wanted to do anything is when I was ovulating. And then it got, I started feeling bad, because I'm like, dang, that's kind of, I should do this because I want to do this, and because it's a happy, fun time. It's not just working on a baby. That's not what it's all about. So I feel like once I really stopped, and it wasn't easy to do, worrying about it as much, I swear I got pregnant, and then it was perfect. Actually, I lied. Hold on. I didn't lie about all of it, just about pregnant. So I got pregnant actually 2 months before I got really pregnant. So I got pregnant again. So I found out I was pregnant. I missed my period. My last period was July 4th, 2023. So I found out I was pregnant in August. So in May, I got pregnant too. It's not a confirmed pregnancy, but I took pregnancy tests and it was positive. But it was just like a week later, my period started. So I want to say that was like a chemical pregnancy, but I did not go to the doctor. I didn't have time to go like get blood work and all that. So I can't say that's what it was for sure. But I just feel like in my heart, that's what it was. And I feel like it even more now that I'm pregnant. Like I got 2 months later, I got pregnant for real, and it lasted because when I was looking up stuff, it was saying like if you have a chemical pregnancy, sometimes it's easier to have a live pregnancy after that, like a live birth after that, like you'll be pregnant with no problems. So I do feel like that was really a chemical pregnancy. So basically, let me see. I got my surgery done November 2020 in Houma, Louisiana with Dr. Maurice. It cost about $6,000 for the surgery, and then of course, your flight and hotel costs included. The first night we stayed at a nice hotel. We were in New Orleans, Bourbon Street area. The second night we just went to a hotel not far from there. It wasn't expensive. Um, the success rates on his site are about 50 to 80%. And to me, it's 100% because it worked. You know what I mean? And then they also have a Facebook page you can go on to. Dr. Maurice. It's not the doctor's office's Facebook page, but it's like women, a couple women that got it done, the surgery done. They started a Facebook page, and it has a lot of like ladies on there with their success rates, or if they're still trying, or blah blah blah. But that I really liked that. So in order to be a candidate, it goes off your health, your age, your length of tubes, which you can find that out from, your doctor report when you get the report of when you got your tubes tied. Also by calling Dr. Maurice's staff, and they'll let you know more about that kind of stuff. You can Google Dr. Maurice in Louisiana. I'm pretty sure it's going to pop up for you. So, like I said, I got pregnant 3 months after, miscarried. I took meds and had the dye test in between. And then 3 years later, I ended up pregnant. So, it does work. It did work for me. So, I just wanted to share my Tubal Reversal success story with you guys. It is possible. Just keep faith, and it will happen for you. I feel like if you worry about it less and just have fun and let it happen, it's going to happen. And if I probably would have did that a long time ago, it would have happened. But then again, it's on God's good time, like it's going to happen when it happens. As long as your tubes are still open after the surgery and stuff like that, then you're good to go. So I want to thank you guys for listening to my story. This is my first video, so I don't know how I did, but I'll get better at it. And I want to say, stay tuned. If you like this video, like it. If it was informational for you, like it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I could redo a video to let you know more things. Comment below if you have had a tubal reversal or are trying to get one. Like, subscribe, and hopefully I can keep on making these good old videos. I have so much more to share. This is just like something quick, fast, in a hurry that I wanted to share for my first video. Thank you guys. Bye.